Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan, will you please get lost?
I am lost. We're all lost, remember?
Oh, I remember only too well. And who's responsible for getting us lost and shipwrecked? You know who that is, don't you?
Of course, I did. Don't you remember?
Gilligan, I'm telling you, if we don't find some fresh water pretty soon, being shipwrecked is going to be the least of our problems.
What's the most?
We'll all be dead.
That's the most, all right.
Salt water again. That tidal wave has wrecked all the underground springs. With this equipment we've got, we just can't seem to reach fresh water. But I'll have to keep on trying.
Yeah, let me help you, Skipper, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Yo. Just as I expected.
What?
Whoa! Gilligan, would you go drill your own well?
Aye, aye. Hey, Professor, have you seen my coconut?
Yes, Gilligan, it's right there.
Oh, thanks.
You know, Gilligan, I have spent the last 10 minutes trying to put these things together.
You didn't do a very good job, did you?
Gilligan, you have an absolute knack for doing the wrong thing at the wrong time.
No, sometimes I do the wrong thing at the right time or the right thing at the You took the whole radio apart.
That's right, I am trying to get it to work.
Why don't you put it back together again?
Gilligan, these wires are corroded. The condensers are full of salt water, and the solid-state circuitry is cracked.
Maybe that's why it doesn't work.
I do wish those turtles would lay rounder eggs.
Perhaps they'd grow better if you hard-boiled them.
Capital idea, Lovey. That way the yolks wouldn't slosh so much.
Mr. Howell?
Gilligan, that was a gimme.
I fixed the radio! I fixed the radio!
You did it! You did it!
Storms are predicted throughout the area. Rain squalls are due by late afternoon. And here is the latest word on the search for the Minnow 2. This is the 12th day since the tiny craft was lost in a storm at sea. The Coast Guard announced they are abandoning their search. It must be presumed that all hands were lost. We now resume our scheduled program, Happy Talk.
Pardon me. Propeller. The engine. Propeller. Engine. Airplane. It is an airplane. Oh, and an engine. Oh.
I can't believe it.
Professor, the guy that landed this plane sure must have been some pilot, huh?
Oh, Gilligan, this plane has been falling apart for the last 20 years, just like your brain.
Professor, how did this airplane here, this ungainly thing, and that aircraft over there, explain to me, how did they get here?
Yeah, and the machine shop, too.
I've given that a lot of thought. 2 disabled military aircraft, and a work shed with tools and drums of gasoline. I believe that indicates that there was probably an emergency landing strip on this island during the war, covered over through the years by the jungle.
Listen, I got a great idea. Why don't we put the 2 planes together and make one, and then you can fly us out of here, Professor?
Oh, Gilligan, that is the dumbest, the stupidest, the most ridiculous, lame-brain idea you ever had.
No. Hold on a second, Skipper. Maybe Gilligan's got something. And it's not dumb or stupid.
How about ridiculous or lame brain?
No, listen. When I was back in the States, I saw a movie on television, The Flight of the Phoenix.
Oh, I saw that too, Professor. That was a great movie. You see, these guys were flying in the plane over the desert like this. And all of a sudden, one engine on one side started coughing. And the other side started wheezing. And then the wings started wobbling like this. And then they crashed right into the sand. And there was sand everywhere. Sand. Water.
Get the dear boy some water. What is he prattling about?
One of the men in the movie figured out how to take various parts from a wrecked airplane and construct a plane that can fly.
That's exactly what I meant.
Professor, you mean it's your intention to build an aircraft from these 2 wrecks?
Precisely.
My good man, I'd sooner fly with Wrong-Way Feldman.
Hey, look what I found.
Mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Oh, that's only your opinion.
My figures are correct.
Yes?
Combining those 2 aircraft should make a plane that will fly.
It's amazing, Professor. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations, Professor. You have the only computer in the world that gives milk.
I don't know if this panel is strong enough for an airplane. Sure, it doesn't go on the outside of the plane, it goes on the inside. Besides, if the professor says something will work, it'll work. I mean, he has an engineering degree, you know, even if it isn't aeronautical. He knows all about stresses and strains of material and about aerodynamics and the theory of flight. Oh, and don't forget those flying lessons.
Are you trying to convince me?
No, I'm trying to convince me.
Now, Gilligan, would you spread that pole? That's it. Get me fingers.
Skipper, do you know what we're making?
No, don't you?
No, I thought you did.
Well, I don't know.
Well, who knows?
Well, the professor, I guess. He drew the plan.
Well, I'm glad somebody knows, because if nobody knew, we'd never know when we were finished.
Just a couple more feet. That's good. All right, hold it right there.
Oh, boy, that was hard work. I'm pooped.
Okay, we're ready to start hoisting the wing into place. Now, Gilligan, you take that line and go as far as you can that way.
Wait a minute. You expect me to lift this wing by myself?
Well, it's based on the laws of physics. That pulley, used as a fulcrum, will enable you to lift 4 tons or more.
4 tons? By myself? Oh, boy.
All right, Gilligan, here you go. Oh, come on.
Shouldn't we be helping in some way, Thurston?
We are, lovey. We are.
We are?
Yes, they haven't the time, so we're resting for them.
Oh, good. I'm so glad we're doing our share. To us, darling.
Who else?
Hey, have I got it up yet?
Not yet. Keep going. I've got to stay here and help the skipper move the wing into place. Okay, Gilligan, you're ready to start lifting.
4 tons. Feels more like 40 tons.
Gilligan! Gilligan, that's enough! Well, it took a lot of hard work on everybody's part, but we finally did it.
Exactly what have we done, Professor?
Don't you remember the flight of the Phoenix?
This looks more like the wreck of the Hesperus.
It's obviously a no-frill flight.
I feel like I'm back in Hollywood in a disaster movie. Oh, it looks perfectly safe to me, as long as it stays on the ground.
Professor, straight from the shoulder, do you really think this plane will get us to Hawaii?
Well, I'm not sure. So perhaps there's no reason for all of us to risk our lives. If I go alone, and I make it, I can send back help.
We can't let him risk his life to save ours, can we?
Why not?
Professor, even if you get back to civilization, how can you send help? We don't even know where we are.
That's true, Marianne. I think we should all go.
I believe you all have a right to your own decision. Now, if you're going to go, raise your right hand. If you're going to stay, raise your left. No, you really must make a choice. I mean, where would you rather be? Now, really, you must make a choice.
Professor, we've all been through a lot together. I, for one, say that we shouldn't separate now.
Unfortunately, the batteries aboard both planes are dead, so I couldn't activate either one. Hopefully, you'll be able to create sufficient amperage to arc the condensers, bypassing the rheostat, so we can start the generators. You all understand?
Yeah.
Do you think if you arc to the rheostat, the condenser will act?
Never mind him, Professor. Just get in the plane and we'll get your engine started.
Contact!
Contact! Whatever that means.
I need more power! All right, everyone get seated. Prepare for takeoff.
Roger!
Hold the plane!
Gilligan! Where's Gilligan?
Wait!
Hello, little buddy.
Well, we made it.
We're safe.
When are they going to run the movie?
I'm going up in the front with the professor. Maybe he can teach me how to fly the plane. Hi, Professor. How's it going?
Well, I've tried changing the fuel mixture. I've made it richer, and I've made it leaner. I've tried changing the prop pitch, but I can't seem to eliminate the vibration and the structural damage.
Oh, well, as long as there's nothing wrong.
Gilligan, there's plenty wrong. I'm fighting to keep this plane in the air.
I better tell the others.
No, don't. You'll start a panic. No, I don't want you to say one word about this. Not one word.
Believe me, I won't say one word.
What's going on up forward, little buddy?
Gilligan, do you know something that we don't know? Huh?
Parachutes? Here, Skipper.
Hope mine is custom made.
Professor, how serious is it?
Gilligan, you gave me your word.
I didn't say one word, I swear it. All I did was give out the parachutes. They took a wild guess.
Well, at the moment, there's no cause for alarm, Skipper.
But there is now.
Skipper, I'm going to have to feather number one. Now, with just one engine, we're not going to be able to maintain our altitude, so you're going to have to jettison everything that isn't nailed down.
All right, Professor. Come on, Gilligan. Move toward that.
Oh, but the look on your face, Skipper. We must be in trouble.
With a capital T.
And a capital R, and a capital O.
We've only got one engine, so we've got to jettison everything we can.
Everything. Everything.
Throw it out, Gilligan.
Throw it out, Gilligan. That's it. There you go. Gilligan.
Push it out. All we've got. Carry it. Pull it out to there. That's it.
Oh, no. Those are those expensive clothes. Oh, no.
But they must go, lovey.
Yes.
Everything, yes.
Come on,
The whole suitcase has to go. Mrs. Hale, this is no time to be choosy.
All right, I'll throw this. I don't like this very much.
It never did become you, darling.
No, I have to keep this. I'll throw that.
Mrs. Hale, you'll have to get rid of that piece of luggage.
Gilligan.
Throw it out, Gilligan. Gilligan, little buddy. I hope he remembers he's got a parachute on. He's still falling.
I do hope the dear boy lands on his feet.
If he does, he'll have flat feet all the way up to his chin.
He did it! He did it! He opened his chute!
I love happy endings.
Capital Customs?
Well, I don't know, Mrs. Come on.
Thank you.
There again.
Skipper, help me.
Super landing, Professor. Remind me to buy you International Airport.
Why, if we hadn't come back to look for my little buddy, we'd have all been killed.
You're right, Skipper. The way that engine was vibrating, it would have fallen off in midair. Coming back to look for Gilligan undoubtedly saved our lives.
Oh, but we don't even know where he is, or even if he's alive.
Well, let's get out of here and start looking for him. Let's divide up and form search parties.
Oh, goody. I love parties.
No, dear. He means we must search for Gilligan.
Oh, well, of course. What would a party be without Gilligan?
Oh, we could be any place, even in the ocean. Let's look everywhere, high and low.
Just look high.
It's Gilligan! Hi, little buddy! It's hanging in the tree!
Gilligan. Oh.
Are you all right, little buddy? Good to see you.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. If I hadn't fallen out of the plane, the engine would have dropped off and we'd all be dead. Instead of looking forward to dying in 3 days when the water runs out.
Oh, come, Gilligan. None of us is going to die. Now, let's be logical. Let's figure out our options.
If we only had a boat.
I have a boat.
Yeah, but we don't.
Are we glad to see you, Captain? It's lucky for us that you happened to land here.
Not luck at all. A plane was spotted on radar, and when the blip disappeared from the screen, we thought it had gone down.
So we started an immediate rescue operation.
Fellow castaways, wait a minute. Hey, I have an announcement. To commemorate the many years that we have lived here, I have decided to design a living tribute on this very island.
A living tribute?
A tropical Shangri-La. And for this purpose, money is no object.
Best! You said money is no object.
Good heavens, I did?
Yes.
I may swoon. I think I will. Lovey, isn't this beautiful?
Destin, building this hotel is the best idea you ever had. Except for marrying me.
Ah, yes. The Castaways. A hotel with no telephone, no cars, no television, no electricity.
Just the way we lived when we were shipwrecked on this island 15 years ago.
And I was very generous, my dear. I made our fellow castaways partners on this island paradise. Silent partners, of course.
Castaways. Now, please, folks, watch your step as I help you ashore. There you are, good sir. Madam, please. Welcome ashore. Ah, lovely. There you are, little lady. There you are, good sir. Welcome ashore, young fella. Gilligan, get the mail sack.
really.
Gilligan, when you get through with that, I'd like you to start decorating the luau area with these masks.
Oh, I think they're hideous.
This one looks something like your mother.
Oh, Thurston, she doesn't look at all like that.
Not this one, I mean that one.
Oh, yes, it is rather like her.
I found them on the other side of the island. They're a remarkable example of ancient Polynesian art.
Mr. Professor, you cannot use masks for luau. They are evil masks. Bring bad luck.
Nahiti, those stories about bad luck are simply old native superstitions.
Nahiti, remember many times, bad luck come from evil masks.
Nahiti, there is no such thing as bad luck or good luck. Now, these masks will make wonderful decorations for the luau.
Your luggage is on the inside. Here's your key. And I do hope that you and your son enjoy your visit with us.
Oh, that boy on the launch isn't with us. Maybe it's with the other couple.
Oh, well, then I do hope that you enjoy your visit with us. Aloha, Gilligan. You know, it's surprising how many people want a little peace and quiet. I think the whole world wants to come to this island.
Oh, boy, think of all that luggage. There'd be overnight bags and handbags and tote bags and trunks and...
Here you are, sir. And we'll be right back with a nice, comfortable cot for your son.
Our son?
Why, yes, the boy that came off the cruise ship with you.
He's not ours. He must belong to the other couple.
Oh. Enjoy yourselves. Aloha. That's funny. That young boy that came off the cruise ship. He's not with the Larsons, he's not with the Elliots either.
Well, if he's not with the Larsons, he's not with the Elliots, he must be here by himself.
Why, Gilligan, that's something you never used before. Logic.
And that means he got off the cruise ship by himself, huh? 2 in a row?
Oh, I'm very proud of you.
Listen, it must be a mystery, right?
Wrong, Gilligan.
Oh, well, 2 out of 3 is not bad.
You see, it's not a mystery. There must be a simple explanation for it. The boy's parents are already on the island. He just came ashore to join them.
Oh.
The trouble with you, Gilligan, is you leap to conclusions.
Ah, the huts, those beaches, the palm trees. Have you ever in your life seen a prettier sight?
Yes, the bill of sale on the Benson property.
Would you stop thinking about business? You're on vacation.
I don't know how I ever let you talk me into this.
Everybody needs to relax once in a while.
Not me. Relaxing makes me nervous. Look.
You're getting withdrawal pains. Is that all you brought, suits? Where's your sports shirts and swim trunks?
None of them fit me anymore.
Well, it's no wonder. You haven't worn them in 10 years. Do you know you've been working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week without vacation?
Well, that's the real estate business, Myra. You gotta be on your toes every minute or somebody will step on them.
Something, Henry. You're getting to be a workaholic.
And you know something? You're getting to be an agaholic. How could we afford our home and our 2 cars and our 2 kids and...
3 kids.
Oh, yeah, 3 kids. Was that the phone?
Honey, there are no phones on this island.
Boy, I could have sworn I heard a phone.
It's in your head. Besides, that's why we came here. To get rid of all those pressures.
Lord knows what's happening back at the office.
Nothing is happening back at the office.
That's what I'm afraid of. If I'm not there, who will make things happen, huh?
You have very efficient, reliable people helping you.
Yeah, sure. If I'm there watching them. There goes that phone again.
Henry, now if you're not careful, you're going to have a nervous breakdown.
Don't be silly. I haven't got time for it.
You brought your briefcase? Do you mean to tell me you're going to spend your time on this beautiful island working on those stupid contracts?
If it wasn't for these beautiful contracts, we couldn't afford to stay on this stupid island.
Come on, Gilligan. We've got to get this stuff ready for the big luau.
Skipper, I'm worried about those masks.
Well, you heard what the professor said. There's absolutely no truth to those old superstitions.
Oh, remember what Nahiti said about evil spirits and bad luck?
There is no such thing as bad luck.
I'm sorry, Skipper, but you see, it proves that we're having bad luck.
Listen, Gilligan, your bad luck hasn't started yet. Now, come on!
Oh, what a fabulous morning this is. Oh, come on, Henry. Henry, you've got to lighten up. Now, come on. Oh, Skipper.
Yes, ma'am.
Where could we find some suntan lotion?
In the lobby. Oh, but Mrs. Elliott, I wouldn't dream of having you go all the way back to the lobby. When people are on vacation, they shouldn't have to do anything for themselves.
Oh.
Now, Gilligan, would you go back to the lobby and get the suntan lotion for Mrs. Elliott?
Aye, aye, sir. Here.
Good help is always so hard to find.
That's what I've been trying to tell my wife.
I'll have Gilligan bring the suntan lotion to the beach.
Come on, Henry, this is it.
Yeah.
Show yourselves.
Watch out! You'll knock it down, Julie. What a perfect day.
Any day is perfect when I can get away from my practice. Oh, I really need these 2 weeks every year.
Hi!
Oh, hi, how are you?
Mike,
Come on,
sit
sit
here?
down. No, John, what are you doing? Hey, take off the shirt and tie.
Yeah.
Loosen up. Oh, I wait all year long to get away from the grind.
Oh, and he means grind. He's a dentist.
Thanks a lot.
Did you know that Arizona is one of the fastest growing real estate markets in the country? Our property values in Phoenix have risen over 37% in the last 3 years.
Look, see, I'm forgetting about teeth. Why don't you forget about real estate, huh? Soak up the sun. Later on, we'll play some tennis, do some horseback riding, maybe catch a few fish.
Oh, it'd be great, huh?
Sounds terrific, doesn't it, Henry? Henry?
What?
Never mind.
Hi, Mr. Elliott. Here's your suntan lotion.
Oh, thanks. Listen, I gotta make a call. Where's the nearest phone, huh?
Honolulu.
But that's 400 miles away. I'm talking about the nearest phone on this island.
There is no phone on this island. There is no phone, no newspapers,
No
no
radios, no cars. I know all about that, but nobody can tell me that there's not a phone on this island.
You're right. I'm telling you, and I'm nobody.
But what if there's an emergency? Suppose somebody has an attack of appendicitis.
Well, in that case, we phone Honolulu.
Aha, you said phone.
Who said phone?
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I know I heard it somewhere. Look, I gotta go help the skipper, okay?
All right, but there must be a phone somewhere in the lobby.
Of course, but you'll never guess where.
Okay, but now I know there's a phone in the lobby, huh?
Who said so?
You did.
I did. Me and my big mouth. Look, I gotta leave before I tell you about the secret hiding place.
Secret hiding place?
Who?
You did.
I know.
I'd like to use the phone, please.
Phone? You mean telephone?
Yes?
Sorry.
Oh, yes. No phone on the island, right?
Like you say. Look, I make lay for luau.
Okay. Operator, this is Henry Elliott. I want to make a collect call to the Henry Real Estate Company in Cleveland, please. Area code 216-555-3604. Yeah. Phone in a tree. Must be a trunk line. What's that? Well, keep trying, operator. Somebody's got to be there.
Have you seen Mr. Elliott?
He was here before, but I do not see him now.
Thank you, Nady. Henry! Henry!
Hi.
Henry! I've been looking for you.
Well, I've been right there inside the tree.
Inside the tree.
Yeah, I was making a phone call. Oh, here's your suntan lotion.
A nervous breakdown, it was bound to happen.
No, honey, I'm not having a breakdown. It just so happens the only phone on this island is in that tree. It's hidden there in case of emergencies.
Oh, isn't that clever? An unlisted tree.
You know, I tried to call the office and nobody's there. It's just as I suspected. While the cat's away, the mice will play.
Henry, you forgot about the time difference. It's 4 in the morning back there.
Well, that's no excuse. Somebody should be in the office. If I were there, I'd be there.
That's why you're here. Forget about the office.
Well, I just wanted to find out if the Michelson deal went through and about the Johnson escrow.
Well, you can't find out about it now.
I'll try again later. I just hope that tree isn't busy.
Thurston, you dislocated my disc.
I know I did, my dear. Well, let me see. That's another $10 million that you owe me.
It's those evil masks the professor found. They bring bad luck.
We Howells do not believe in bad luck. I am not superstitious.
Thurston, you once threw a penny into a wishing well.
No, you threw it in, and I dove in after it. You remember?
Excuse me.
Yes, dear Mrs. Elliott.
Are you enjoying your stay?
Oh, it's absolutely perfect. Except for one thing.
But now, what is that? Could we make the sun rise a little earlier? The sky a little bluer? The ocean a little warmer? We are at your service, dear lady.
No, it's nothing like that. The Castaways is ideal in every way. The problem is my husband.
Husbands are always a problem, Mrs. Elliott. Even Thurston isn't perfect.
Lovely.
When you do snore.
Snore? Ooh, what you said. A howl never snores. Perhaps a minute murmur through one nostril, but snore. Never, my dear.
Tonight, I shall record you in stereo. But tell me, what can we do for you and Mr. Elliott?
Well, you see, my husband cannot relax. He's a workaholic.
Good heavens. Maybe it's contagious. Perhaps we should quarantine the busy little beaver.
Thurston, there must be something we can do for Mr. Elliott.
We shall consult our staff. Don't worry, Mrs. Elliott. Your husband will be loose as a golden goose.
Oh, thank you. I just hope you can get Henry to relax.
You're still very tense, Mr. Elliott.
Well, of course I'm tense. I don't know why I let Myra talk me into this.
Just say, I'm removing all nervous energy from my body.
I'm removing all the nervous energy from my body.
I'm relaxing my feet.
I'm relaxing my feet.
I'm relaxing my legs.
I'm relaxing my leg.
I'm relaxing my hips.
You may be relaxing your hips, but I'm up to my elbows in the Michelson deal.
Mr. Elliott, most men melt under my manipulation.
Most men enjoy taking a vacation. When I'm away from my office, I worry.
Oh, I think I'm going to need some help. Marianne. Hi. How are you doing with Mrs. Lawrence?
Oh, great. She's on her way to the sauna.
Oh, good. I could use some help with Mr. Elliott. He's so tense. His muscles are as tight as knots.
All right. Just say I'm relaxing my feet.
Oh, we just closed that deal.
Maybe this will help you relax. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Forget it, girls.
Everybody's ticklish. What are you laughing at?
I'm ticklish.
Girls, I certainly want to thank you for your help.
Oh, well, are you feeling better now, Mr. Elliott?
Oh, I certainly am. Now I know what to do with that Anderson warehouse. Boy, that would make a perfect health club. You know that? With saunas and a steam room and massage tables just like this and gymnasium equipment. And it's in the perfect area of town. Boy, we could sell those memberships for a fortune.
Oh,
this is the greatest sport in the world. Once you have a fish nibbling on the end of your line, you'll think about nothing else. Believe me, Mr. Elliott, all your cares will disappear just like a banana in the bottom of a monkey cage.
Look, Skipper, I really appreciate what you're all trying to do, but fishing doesn't interest me.
Well, that's because you haven't had a nibble.
Yeah. What's even worse is I haven't had a nibble yet on the McFarland property. My briefcase. Where's my brief? Did I bring my briefcase?
Mr. Elliott, you don't need your briefcase. If we catch any fish, we'll put them in a pail.
Gilligan, he doesn't want to put fish in his briefcase. It's right here behind Gilligan, Mr. Elliott.
Oh, thanks. I got about 4 contracts I got to run through.
Well, but, Mr. Elliott, you're supposed to be here on vacation.
Skipper, maybe if he rows a little bit, he can learn how to relax, huh? Here, Mr. Elliott.
Don't. Hey, Gilligan, you just sit down and jump rope.
Well, at least we got him to relax.
Relax? I think he's drowning.
Yeah, let's get him out of here. Pull him in.
Well, Mr. Elliott, we've only begun to explore the mysteries of the ocean floor.
I've had enough.
We were only in the water for 10 minutes. Jacques Cousteau spends every waking hour studying sea life.
Jacques Cousteau does not have a real estate business in Cleveland. For Lake Erie, for that matter.
Oh, we can use these shells to decorate the luau.
Ah, that's wonderful.
Now, look at this fascinating creature, the oyster. It spends a lifetime taking a grain of sand and turning it into a little pearl. Sometimes it takes 2 years just to form one little pearl.
Big deal. I can put up a 40-story building in 2 years.
Mr. Elliott, is that all you ever think of, real estate?
Frankly, yes. Now, look, I know you've all been trying to help me to relax, but I'm afraid you just cannot teach an old dog new tricks.
But, Mr. Elliott...
No, thanks, Professor. I'm going to find my wife and tell her it's not working.
And this is Henry's first vacation in years, and he's all wound up. I cannot get him to unwind.
What did you marry, a man or a yo-yo?
Well, I don't have any problem getting Tom to take a vacation.
Right. Whenever I can get away from my patients, I go. Only bridge I want to see is London Bridge.
Mr. and Mrs. Howell said they'd help me with Henry. They promised to keep him busy, snorkeling and fishing and getting massages.
Well, do you think it's helped any?
I don't know yet. But I am determined to get his mind off that business. Even if we have to stay an extra week. Or 2 weeks.
How are you going to get him to stay?
I'm not sure. But I'll think of something. We are simply not leaving this island until Henry learns to take it easy. I'm putting my foot down.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Nahidi, did you check on that young boy I asked you to find out about?
Skipper, I thought you said the boy belonged here in the island. You said his family was here in the island. I said it was a mystery.
Gilligan, I know what I said, but it doesn't hurt to check on things. Now, Nahidi, that boy does belong to one of the families here at the Castaways, right?
Wrong. I check on everybody, Mr. Skipper. Nobody sent for boy.
Skipper, it's a mystery. I said it was a mystery. It's a mystery, right, Nahidi?
Not know about mystery, Mr. Gilligan. Just know I check everybody in book. No one knows about the boy.
See that, Skipper? I was right and you were wrong. I was right and you were wrong. I was right and you were wrong.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Skipper. It's the first time you were wrong and I was right. You were wrong and I was right. You were wrong and I was...
Banker, Gilligan.
Aye, aye, sir.
Thank you, Nahidi. Now, the important thing that we do is search for this boy and find out who he is and what he's doing on the island.
Right.
So we'll split up and tell the others to be on the lookout for him.
Who are you going to tell?
Well, I'll tell Mary Ann and Mr. and Mrs. Howell.
I was going to tell Mary Ann and Mr. and Mrs. Howell.
All right, I'll tell Ginger and the professor.
No, I'll tell Ginger and the professor. You can tell Mary Ann and Mr. and Mrs. Howell. But if you want to tell Mary Ann and Mr. and Mrs. Howell, I'll tell Ginger.
And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and...
Mary Ann, I got to ask you something.
About what? And
A boy.
4, and 1, and 2, whose? And...
If I knew that, I wouldn't have to ask you.
Oh, can't wait till later?
You might see him. And 5, and 6.
And who? And 7, and 8.
The boy, and 9, and
What
10.
boy? There is no 9 and 10. And 1, and
It's not a guest, and 3 and 4.
Guest and...
Doesn't matter, he's not one of them.
6. Who does he belong to? Whatever happened to 7 and 8? And 3.
We don't know, that's the problem. And 1 and 2.
I know when I see him. And 3.
He's wearing a football jersey that says 7 and 5.
And 6 and 8. Why didn't you say that in the first place? And 3.
Needed the exercise. And 1 and 3 and 5 and 7 and 2 and 6 and 1 and
5. Professor?
Hi, Skipper.
Hi. I wanted to talk to you about... Aren't those the masks that we hung out for the luau?
That's right, Skipper. Everybody was so worried about evil spirits, I thought I'd examine them a little more carefully.
Wow, I thought maybe they got here by magic.
Hardly. But I don't think anybody's going to be worried about evil spirits anymore. Look what I found inside each of these so-called primitive Polynesian masks. Read that label.
Made in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago? Wait till I tell the others.
That's right. They're just souvenirs made for tourists. Now, what do you want to see me about, Skipper?
Professor, we've got a real problem. Now, there's a boy on the island. We don't know who he belongs to.
I see. He came ashore by himself.
Exactly. And he's been on the island all day long.
He may be a runaway, and the authorities may be looking for him. We better locate him at once.
Ginger? Ginger, may I interrupt you for a minute?
Not now, Skipper. I'm rehearsing some hula steps that I have to teach the guests.
But I've got something that I want to talk to you about.
Oh, there's going to be a hula contest at the luau.
It's about a little boy.
Oh, well, tell me while we dance.
Well, I can't do the hula, Ginger.
Anyone can hula. Come on.
Well, while Gilligan and I were picking up some new guests from the cruise ship. Is this better?
Oh, yeah, that's better.
A little boy came ashore all by himself. And we don't know why he's here or who he is or anything.
Oh, that's too fast, Skipper.
Oh, that's too fast.
Slow down.
If you see a strange kid on the island, be sure and let me know, okay?
Keep dancing, Skipper. You're doing a great hula.
I am?
Yeah.
I'm really doing a hula?
Hey, kid! Wait up! Hey, kid! Hey, where'd you go? I just want to talk to you. Where are you? What's your name?
Robbie?
Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Gilligan.
Listen, did you take Tarzan lessons?
Nah, I've been doing that stuff since I was a kid.
Kid?
Since I was 5.
5?
Yeah. My mom and dad have been training me for the Olympics all my life. Nothing but school and practice, and school and practice. Even on Saturdays and Sundays.
You go to school on Saturdays and Sundays?
No, but 8 hours practice those days.
Yeah, the only thing I practice 8 hours a day is sleeping.
And you know what? That cruise ship was supposed to be a vacation. They had parallel bars, rings, and a trampoline in the ship's gym. Boy, some vacation. Maybe for them.
Did you leave the ship on purpose, or did you take a bad bounce on the trampoline?
You're neat.
Are you really good enough to be in the Olympics?
Well, I guess so. I win every meet I'm in. Like my mom did when she was young. Only she didn't make the Olympics. I bet they must have missed me by now.
Your mom and dad?
Yeah. Once they realize we're not on the cruise ship, they figure this is the only place I could be. Hey, do you know a good place for me to hide?
Oh, yeah, I know a perfect place. A cave. I hid there once and I couldn't even find myself. Listen, I can't hide you from your parents. It wouldn't be right.
Well, just for a little while, to give me a chance to figure things out. Please, huh? I have to think.
Henry, come on, we'll be late for dinner. Henry, look at you.
What's the matter?
Well, you haven't even shaved, and you haven't combed your hair. And where's your jacket and your tie? And look at your pants. What's happened to you?
I don't know. I guess this island living is getting to me.
Henry, you can't go to dinner like that.
Why not? This is a casual place. Don't I look casual?
You look more like a casualty. Henry, the first time we went to the beach, I couldn't even get you to take your tie off.
Ah, yes, but since then I've been snorkeling and fishing, and I had a marvelous massage. Oh, Myra, this is a fantastic place.
Have you been drinking?
Yes, I've been drinking in the sunshine and the fresh air. Myra, I've decided we're going to stay here another few weeks.
Oh, I can't believe this.
You can't believe what?
How did all this happen in one day?
I don't know. This morning I was all wound up, and then all of a sudden, lazy bones sitting in the sun. How you gonna get your day's work done? Let's go to dinner.
No, not like that. Come on, let me fix your hair.
No. I like this carefree look. It makes me feel relaxed.
Well, at least go take a shave.
No, I want my face to relax, too.
Henry. But look at you. And look at me.
Well, if you want to shave, that's okay with me.
Never mind. Let's go.
Let me make this perfectly clear. Now, I called this meeting to discuss the arrangements of our first luau, but unfortunately something very important has come up.
Yes, those silly masks that were supposed to be primitive were made in Cincinnati.
Chicago, lovey, my dear.
Oh, Chicago, Cincinnati. If it's not Beverly Hills, what difference does it make?
That's not exactly what I meant. Does anyone have any reports on the missing boy?
I haven't seen him around the shipwreck room or around the gym.
I've been in the lobby. I've been all through the galley. I can't find him anywhere on the grounds.
I've looked all over, Mr. Howell.
What about you, Gilligan?
I haven't seen Robbie either.
Robbie?
How do you know his name?
Well, the skipper saw the boy on the launch. What else could his name be but Robbie?
Well, but Gilligan, his name could be anything.
Who ever heard of a boy named anything?
Adjourned.
You know, little buddy, I've been thinking. What do you suppose would make a young kid like that run away?
Maybe his parents wanted him to become an Olympic champion.
A what? Only someone as far out as you would say something as far out as that. Olympic champion, indeed.
Just a wild guess.
Pretty wild, I'll tell you. Well, good night, little buddy.
Good night, Skipper. Good night, Robbie.
What'd you say?
What did you hear?
Well, I thought I heard you say good night, Robbie.
Robbie? Who's he?
The kid from the launch.
How did you know his name?
Good night, Gilligan.
Good night, Skipper.
So that's why you look like a beach bum.
Sure, the whole thing was just an act.
And she really fell for it?
Hook, line, and sinker. I can't wait for her to come begging me to go home.
Gotta hand it to you, Henry. That's a sneaky way to get off the island.
You should have seen her face when I told her we were going to stay here for another 2 months. Her mouth fell open so wide that you could have checked out all of her teeth and her tonsils, too.
My tonsils are just fine, thank you.
Honey, I was just chatting here with the Larsons.
Well, so I noticed. But for your information, I'd be perfectly happy to stay here for another month. Or 2. Or 3.
3 months?
Oh, would you like to try for 6? By that time, your beard will be down to here.
Now, wait a minute, honey. I have got to get back to my business.
Oh, really? Don't you remember what you said? The more I think about business, the less I think about business.
Yeah, but I just said that.
I know, I heard.
But I didn't mean it. Well, did I?
Of course you didn't mean it. It was just another underhanded, sly way to trick me, wasn't it?
Well, what's wrong with a man trying to make a living? Now, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
There's nothing wrong with a man trying to make a living, but there is certainly something wrong with a man who will not take a vacation. Am I right?
I've had a vacation. I've been away from my office for over 2 days now. That's a vacation, isn't it?
That's not a vacation, that's a weekend. True or false?
Well, come on. Which one of us is right? We haven't heard a word out of you two.
Well, actually...
Just a minute. We've reached a verdict.
Well, what is it?
In the opinion of this court, we would like you two to go argue someplace else so we can enjoy our vacation.
Who asked you?
Did you hear that?
What difference does it make, huh? I've got to get back to my business.
I still say that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
And I say that all play and no work makes Jack a jerk.
Mr. and Mrs. Sloan, you mustn't worry. Your son is safe and sound on this island.
You can imagine how relieved we are.
Yes, but that poor boy, he hasn't eaten all day.
You sent for us, Mr. Howell?
Oh, Skipper Gilligan. Remember the boy who came ashore yesterday? Well, these are his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sloan.
Oh, how do you do? When we found out Robbie wasn't training in the ship's gym, we started looking for him. Well, when we realized he wasn't aboard, we were frantic.
Until someone told us that a small boy got off the ship yesterday with 2 couples that were coming here.
Well, Skipper and Gilligan will search the island and find your son in no time at all.
It's a very small island. We've been trying to figure out why Robbie would run away.
Well, maybe you're making him train too hard for the Olympics.
Well, how did you know he was training for the Olympics?
Just a wild guess.
Wild guess, huh?
Well, if we could only see him, only talk to him, I'm sure we could straighten this whole thing out.
Honestly, folks, I don't really know where Robbie is at the present moment, but if you'll give me a couple of minutes, I think I can find out. Robbie, huh? A wild guess for the name of the kid on the launch, huh? Training for the Olympics. Another wild guess, huh?
I'm getting pretty good at wild guesses, huh?
Listen, Gilligan, you better tell me where that kid is, or the only thing wild around here is going to be me.
I want to, but I can't.
You better.
It's a secret. Remember you told me how important it was to keep a secret? And anyway, you wouldn't want me to break my word to Robbie, would you?
Well, no, Gilligan, but don't you understand? His parents are worried about him. And sometimes you can help someone by not keeping a secret.
I know, but maybe I can keep this secret and get Robbie and his parents together, too. Will you trust me?
If you were me, would you trust you?
Not in a million years. But it's real important to me, Skipper.
Okay, little buddy, you've got yourself a deal. Now get going. Right.
Gilligan!
Hey.
It's got kind of lonely in the cave. I've been looking for you.
Yeah, I just met your parents, Robbie.
I thought they'd figure out I'm here.
They're really worried about you. Frantic. That's the word your mother used.
Did you tell them you talked to me?
No. That's our secret, but I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to keep it.
Well, why?
Because running away doesn't do any good. If somebody loves you, you got to tell them how you feel. I told the skipper, and he trusts me, like now. I'm going to have to tell him where you are.
You're no friend.
Robbie? Robbie? Robbie?
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Sloan. Listen, I just left Robbie. No, listen, I tried to get him to come back with me, but he wanted some time alone.
Why?
Well, he wants to think.
What does he have to think about? We have everything planned for him.
Yeah, he told me 8 hours of school and 8 hours of practice.
Well, maybe we've been too demanding, dear. Making too many schedules for Robbie.
Well, I always assumed it was what he wanted.
Well, me too.
But I always thought, Robbie, oh, we're so happy you're safe.
Yeah, I'm safe.
Robbie, did you run away because we've been pushing you too hard?
We thought you wanted to be in the Olympics.
They thought you wanted to be in the Olympics.
But you never asked me. You were always telling me.
You never asked him. You're always telling him.
Well, we were sure you wanted to compete.
They were sure you wanted to compete.
Well, do you want to compete?
Well, sometimes I do. And sometimes I just want to be a normal kid.
But you're not a normal kid. You've got a God-given talent, and that makes you special. Yes, but you're right. It should be your decision.
You mean I can decide when I'm going to practice and how long?
Yes, Robbie. It must have been very important to you.
Mom, I've been saying that for months.
Well, I guess there is a time for work and a time for play.
Sometimes we're like a lot of other parents.
Yeah, sometimes we just don't hear.
Put her there, pal. I get to decide for myself. Wow!
Look, buddy.
Are you all
right? Oh. Well, Gilligan, you got it all.
What a perfect setting for a perfect luau, with a perfect host and a perfect hostess.
Oh, how perfectly said, my dear.
Give that girl an extra dish of poi.
You mean this pot of glue?
Mr. Gilligan, that is called poi.
Yes, on the islands, poi is like bread.
Still looks like glue.
Boing!
Gilligan, you're too much.
You know, I'm really sorry I put you through this, sweetheart. I'm having a wonderful time.
Great, then let's come back next year.
Next year, nothing. We're coming back here in 6 months.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Mr. Howell about putting up some condominiums in a shopping center on the other side of the island.
Henry.
Ahoy, mateys. This is a wow of a luau, eh?
And you were also afraid of bad luck because of the evil Polynesian masks.
Until we found they were made in Cincinnati.
Lovey, I keep telling you, Chicago.
Thurston, I have as much right to an opinion as you have.
Well, now I can tell you. You know those labels in the masks that read Made in Chicago, Illinois? Well, I made those labels myself.
You mean those were actually primitive, native Polynesian masks?
Precisely. And I hope I proved to you all just how absurd the ancient superstitions really are. I just pretended to find those labels in the masks to show you there's no such thing as evil spirits or bad luck.
Professor?
About bad luck and ancient superstition?
No comment.
Now this is a tale of the Castaways, a delightful port of call. You're welcome to come back each week to get away from it all. No light, no plane, no motor cars, what a wondrous luxury. Without all of those problems in our society. So join us here each week, my friends, you're sure to get a smile by staying at the Castaways here on Gilligan.